Surf's up! Hello friends, and welcome to my Let's Play of the final game of the DKC trilogy, Donkey Kong Country 3. Now this one I'm excited for. I've been wanting to play this game ever since I started to play through all of the SNES Donkey Kong games, and I'm glad that day is today. Now, most people would say that DKC 2 is the best of the three games, and I'd be inclined to agree, as I think DKC 2 is the most solid of the three games. But when it comes to my favorite of the three, it's always a toss-up between DKC 2 and this game. I feel like I flip-flop between which of these two are my favorite quite often, and there are many reasons why. Like from the demo reel you saw there, the atmosphere and art style of the game is very vibrant and beautiful to look at, the music of the game is top-notch, and the platforming is still fun, while not being as challenging as the previous game. So all in all, I still think it's a fantastic game. So I hope you're ready to hop into the jungle once again as we go through Donkey Kong Country 3. Now, the challenge of the game is still the same as the previous games. I'll be going for 100% completion, or in this game's case, 103%. So I'll get all of the secrets and complete the true ending of the game. So I just have to get my profile name in here, kind of a first for the series. Hopefully I remember, there we go. Also, I just noticed here, I can't believe for the number of times I played this, I just noticed this profile select screen here looks like an old-fashioned VCR. Like even the name profile is going what looks to be like an old VHS tape. So, hey, look at that! I'm learning something new about this game, and I haven't even started. But speaking of starting, let's begin. Alright, so we start with just Dixie at the beginning, and the premise of the game is that Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong have mysteriously gone missing, and no one knows where they are, so Dixie set off to look for them. So to start the adventure off, we do get a quick introduction back to Wrinkly Kong here, who has retired from the school life and is no longer charging us money to save the game because that mechanic just sucked. Money is still in the game, but it's got actual practical purposes this time. So save screen here. We got a number of things to look for. I'll go over most of those as continue to play through the game, but we got our first save here. I will go right in a second because that's what you're supposed to do, but I'm going to come up here and introduce some of the new NPCs in the game. So this time we got a bunch of bear brothers throughout this world. I think they're like Brothers Bear or Bear Brothers, whichever one of the two. And they fulfill different purposes, like this here is Bazaar the Bear, and he runs a bazaar, no surprise. So we can spend some coins to buy some items, because there are some small trade sequences throughout the game, mostly to get another important item, so I will have to come back here. The shell costs 5 coins, the mirror costs 50, so I have to be hunting for coins for quite a bit. But anyways, now that we got that taken care of, now we'll just come over here, and first we had Wrinkly, and now we've got Funky Kong, who has retired all his airplanes for some reason, which would be very handy in this world. But no, he's taken up making boats. Also, he's brought along our cousin Kiddy Kong, so he's got Donkey Kong's strength, but the ability to do the tag team throws, as was introduced in the previous games. And the nice part is there's a difference between when Kiddy throws Dixie and when Dixie throws Kiddy, so there are some practical applications. But anyways, well, we don't have planes, so we gotta take a boat. Surf's up! Now, of course, the different vehicles we'll get serve to gatekeep us from certain sections of the game. Like this little motorboat here can't pass over these rocks. So we are locked to... oh, there we go. So we're locked to this section over here to start. But I'm going to visit up here real quick because one of the game's secrets are caves where we can find another collectible in the game called banana birds. And we need to find every banana bird in the game to achieve the secret ending of the game. Some are given by NPCs, such as the Bear Brothers, but we'll find a majority of them locked away in a cave, and we gotta play a good old-fashioned game of Simon Says to free them. Really, that's the only thing that locks them, so it's not like a restriction or anything, which is kind of nice. Anyways, So why don't we get started with some actual platforming here in Link Orangatanga? As I was saying at the beginning, like the art style of the game I think is top notch, and I think I love like every musical piece that is in this game. Rare did a fantastic job, I think, with this game. So I'm gonna keep praising it to high water. Well, speaking of water, let's get started. All right. So I'll just show off here. So Kiddy can toss Dixie really far. I'm just going to get a few of the secrets here. Whereas if Dixie was to throw Kiddy, as you can tell, it's a very hefty boy we're tossing there. So if we throw Kiddy, there is no like tag team toss to like get a position like we would do with Diddy and Dixie in the previous game. But we can use that weight to break through the ground. It's got a few applications. Now the bonuses of the game are still the exact same. So we've got collect stars, we've got defeat bad guys, and we've got just simply finding the coin. So it all works. Now, one thing I will say that I'm kind of sad they did, the Donkey Kong coin is no longer like this super secret collectible. We just have to find a creative way to defeat that enemy that holds the DK coin, and we get it. Which is kind of a shame, because, like, I know I say I'll praise this game, but there are a few things I think they could have done better. And that is one of them. Now, again, I will say, I know this game fairly well, so if it looks like I'm breezing through most of the game, that's why. Also, I will say, I forgot about the collect the 15 bananas challenges. And yeah, it's literally as it says, just collect the bananas as they appear. There are some challenging ones that occur in the future. Some of which that are like really tight on time. But there we go. Now, one of the really cool things is that every level has 2 bonuses flat. Well, at least for the main world anyway. There is a secret lost world again. Spoiler warning. And we will be seeing a lot of bonuses in the lost world. But every main level in the game will have 2 bonuses. So I don't have to go hunting any higher than 2. And I know that I've got a level complete if the colored flag is flapping, which is either pink for Dixie or blue for Kiddy, and the yellow flag is also flying alongside it. So we got that. So pretty simple for a first level. Now, mill levels. And this one's gimmick is we have to pull down on these levers to hold open the door. And if we're too slow, we have to go back and try again. Well, that's funny. I could actually go and buy the shell right now, which would be good. Might save me a little backtracking here in a moment. Now, this one here, actually, this puzzle fooled me for a while because I would, what I would do is like, you know, like you toss Dixie up to be able to hang on the switch, but you can't get anywhere past that. But the game remembers that, yes, you can toss Kiddy Kong. Kiddy can still grab things. He just can't land. That, it fooled me for a long time. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was, like, a way to go through it where you could, like, quickly get down and toss Dixie up into the gap. There we go. I will say that I do find the bonuses in this game do take advantage of this game's new, like, puzzles and gimmicks pretty well. So, another thing I'll praise the game for. Okay, Barrel Blast. Oh, that movement is always so smooth. Okay, so yes, we have to be quick with our lift, and then get over. Now this... Oh, I messed that one up. I thought the buzzer there was going to get me. Okay, well, I'm going to take advantage of that, because it will respawn if I... once I pop back there. That's actually a trick I used to do, because I'm like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to collect all the bear coins that I need in order to get the mirror early, so I don't have to backtrack. So I waste all that time not playing the game. But I'll take advantage of it where I can get it. Because like I said, I do need at least 50 coins to get the mirror. So we do that, but this way is actually faster. Alright. Now, I am going to take this slow. But I do know what is over here. So if you notice there was a coin that you didn't see. And actually, I think the enemy's name is Coin, so that's convenient. Now, I will say that at the very least, they do try to make how do you defeat the coin interesting. But I still think that how DKC2 did it was better. Just a secret that's out somewhere that you have to explore to find. Alright, well, before I go visit Wrinkly, I am going to go quickly grab the shell. Of course, to do that, I have to return to Funky's Rentals. I think I can just... Yeah, there we go. I can just leave. Alright, so let's buy this. Alright, so where's the shell? Yes, at 5 coins. I would like that shell. So yes, we even have like a little item inventory. So then with the items we collect, we'll trade them in to get various things. 90% of the time it's banana coins. Okay. Alright, back to Lake Orangatanga. Now, the reason I went to get that shell right away, other than the, like, it's just, I've got it. Actually, yeah, and all the banana birds we collect will just come to Wrinkly's cave. So as you can see there, I got a decent collection of things already. So, as I was saying, so the reason I went to get the shell is because that shell's purpose is actually at this house right over here. And every world has another bear brother in it, so this is Barnacle. As you can guess, likes to collect shells. And as you can see in that cage there, there's a banana bird. So it's like, hey, trade me that shell and I'll give you the bird. Of course, I need all the birds. All the birds. So, kind of a simple one. Some exchanges later will be a little bit more complex, but otherwise. And also... every world in the game has a banana bird cave, and you wouldn't believe how long it took for me to find this one, because you have a lot of freedom when going around the overworld of the map. All right, so let's see. These puzzles do get progressively harder, so I think this one's 5 presses. For anyone who watches my my Ocarina of Time randomizers, it's basically the Skull Kid Ocarina memory game, except we will have to get to as high as I think like 9 button presses. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, next world. All right. So this one is a nice and simple. Whee! Oops. I need the barrel. Need the barrel. Alright, well, we got that out of the way. Actually, there's something I want to show off here. For the longest time, I didn't know this was a thing. You can actually roll across the water and jump as Kiddy Kong. Very limited uses. But you can. So, we do. Also, oh yeah, I never even talked about it in the last, or in the first level, but we do have animal buddies. Instead of Rambi this time, we have Ellie the elephant, but returning is On Guard. So again, we have, oops. There we go, nice and simple. Okay, now there's another secret in this level that I'm very interested to show off because of how, oh, you know what? I'm already about to do that, why not? I did remember there was something there. Now this one I'm interested to show off. So the intended way to hop here, because there's a bonus on the other side. The intended way to do this is to roll off the water as Kiddy Kong and jump to the platform. As someone who never knew how to do the Kiddy jump, this was how I always did it. Little trick there for anyone who wants to know. But that's how I always did it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Some are still pretty simple. Of course, I am down Kiddy Kong, but I've already done all the things that this world wants me to do, and there's Kiddy Kong. I don't even think I got the letters, did I? Nope. Cog! Yes, and this game does introduce its own variant of the living barrels. There we go. Another level concluded. And now we have an obligatory ice level right off the bat. So we do have ice physics. Let's see here. It's still pretty simple. Ah, yes, I think... Nope. There are things that look like little snow mounds there, so I think some of them might have a few secrets into them. But nothing too difficult, mind you, or necessary. I think we could skip all of them if that were the case. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Yes, I do promise that some of these bonuses will get tougher. It just so happens that, as per usual game logic, that the starting bonuses are all simple. And of course, Dixie's showing off her ponytail twirl again as a fantastic tool to use. Yes. Okay. Next coin is... nice and simple. Alright, well that's 2 bonuses in the coin, so I don't have to worry any further. Cog! Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, every world's got 5 levels in it, so thankfully we are at the last level of this. And they do give an interesting challenge for this one. If you remember, I was talking about Animal Buddy Ellie. Well, we gotta play a whole level as Ellie. As you can see, it's in the dark, we've got the lights on. And of course, we're playing this just fine. But then, I'll show this off here. If we see any mice in the light, Ellie gets very, very scared. So that's the trick, is we have to find ways to take barrels to the searchlights and defeat any of the, I think they're called sneak? We have to defeat any of the sneaks we come across in order to progress. Trick here, as long as we don't see it in the light, we're fine. Now that there, I showed it off in some of the previous sections of the mill level the last time, but we can use those as shortcuts to get back. Oops. Yeah. Gotcha. Now, Ellie's also got a few more tricks, but we won't see those until some later levels. But what we can do is, I think, yeah, there we go. So you can actually attempt to suck barrels towards you, which is a very neat, trick. Like that. Didn't have to do that, but that is a creative way to do it. So I think I need to bring a barrel with me, so just in case. Also, it's all good to keep barrels with you, yes. Because what would happen is if I jumped in that light, saw a sneak, I would run right into the red buzzer. Bam. Okay, nothing up there. Okay, we're good. So yes, this is what would show off the ability to suck a barrel in. But I knew that trick already, so we're good. Now to show you, the game will show off a more practical example of this. And that's how you win a bonus. Okay, so this one is, oh. Gotta be a little bit more precise with my jumping. Let's try that again. Starting again, same way. Thankfully, all you have to do is just go through the loops, or 2 loops, and that's bonus coin acquired. Alright, well, we're nearing the end here. Hey, look at that. No trouble whatsoever. I like that. Alright, well, we've seen Wrinkly and Funky, so what about the other 2 Kongs? Well, Swanky has decided to make a play tent for entertainment. And it's funny that it's actually a mechanic that does get used later in the game. I'm not going to stick around for any more than 1 match, but I figured I might as well show it off. So it's all it is basically like going back and forth to throw balls at targets, and we just have to beat Cranky in whatever form of challenge it is. So let's see how well this works. If I can remember how this works. Well, that was a startling disappointment. I'm going to try that again, because, my goodness, I'm not letting that one sit. Yes, we do actually win, we do win prizes above our payment, because we do have to pay coins to get in. I guess this is one way to farm bear coins if you need to, but I don't think they really need, so let's see how this works. Alright. No. I am very slow at this. My goodness me. My goodness, I suck at this! Oh, I'm not letting that one slide. Sorry, I'm winning something here. I'm not letting Cranky live this one down. Big Boss Belcha down there, you can wait. My true boss is right here. Thankfully, I should have 3 more attempts at it. I was almost close to winning, too. There we go! I can win. You fraudster. I'm off to consult my lawyers about this. Okay, there we go. Now, all of the, I basically started with the same amount I ended with. No, the tent's the same in every world, but I did want to show it off at least once. Now, speaking of bosses, we got our first boss of the game. That isn't Cranky. So this boss's gimmick tosses in bugs. And we have to feed Belcha here the bugs. If I don't fail miserably. And if we feed the bugs successfully, Belcha, well, does his namesake and moves back. And of course, every time we fail, it keeps moving forward. And eventually we'd be pushed off the screen. But we are attempting to do the same to Belcha. Now, I was attempting to do that with Kiddy, because Kiddy's a little bit more direct, but I had to work with Dixie there. But look at that, plain and simple. And when that's done, we're out of the world. Quite stylishly, I might add. Well, anyways, that's gonna take it. That's gonna end it for today's episode. So, what'd you think? DKC3 looking like it's gonna be a fun one for you? Let me know. But I know I'm certainly gonna be having a lot of fun. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this. It's certainly going to be another fun adventure through the Donkey Kong world again. And hopefully I'll see you around on the next one. So, take care, stay safe, and have a good day.